What it does, cuz we out here, man. It's your favorite neighbor, Big Bank Hank. Big Bank take little bank. Bank first to make that bank statement, man. We out here. We just chilling, man. It's another day, another dollar. You know what I'm saying? We trying something new today. I mean, we're gonna call this the tap in. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to jump up on the live, you know what I'm saying? Chop it up, give out some game. I just dropped the StreamYard in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Click on the link. Come with your set your shit up. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you jump on the live, man. We could chop it up. We got a few topics today, man. Nothing special. You know what I'm saying? We just got through getting that shit up out there, giving fresh water. You know what I'm saying? Sit down and chop it up for a minute. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna spark one up, man. We got a couple topics today, man. What does it take to be a top breeder out here, man? I want to know, what does it take to be a top breeder? Feel me? We out here, man. I don't think people got the eye, the dedication. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of work to be the top breeder, man. What does it take to be the top breeder, man? I mean, it's the tap in, man. Y'all hit that StreamYard if y'all trying to jump on. You know what I'm saying? We can get on here. We can have a little discussion, man. I want to know, what does it take to be the top breeder? You know what I'm saying? I see another topic out here, that peddler talk. What's that peddler talk, man? Let's chop it up about that peddler talk. You know what I'm saying? We out here, man. It's another day, another dollar, man. What does it take to be the top breeder? I know one thing, it's gonna take a lot of dedication. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time that you can't get back. You know what I mean? So, but you got some people out here that jump into it, you know, they putting bare minimum in and getting paid. You know what I'm saying? And that, in their eyes, that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Or do you put in that maximum effort and receive maximum reward? You know what I'm saying? Or is there any reward to being the top breeder, man? Let me know. You know what I'm saying? We live. Let me know. You know what I mean? There go that StreamYard right there, man. If anybody want to jump in, trying to light me some shit up, man. We just chilling, man, chopping it up today. We out here, man. What does it take to be that top breeder, man? Dedication for sure. Like I said, and a lot of time that you can't get back. You know what I mean? You might miss a lot of family shit. All kinds of stuff can go on trying to be that top breeder, and you may not succeed. You know what I'm saying? You might just not have the eye for dogs. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it, man. Hit that StreamYard, man. Jump up on the panel. We can discuss it, man. It's the tap in, man. You got something you'd like to say, tap in, man. We got a few topics. You know what I mean? We letting it brew right now. We letting it brew. What does it take to be the top breeder? You feel me? I'm interested to know. Over here, we gunning for that. We gunning for the top spot. So you know what I'm saying? We'd like to know, what does it take? What does it take, man? Also on the let them hate. What's up, man? Hit that link, man. You trying to jump on? You know what I mean? My boy, man, let them hate bullies. Y'all go subscribe to his page, man. Hit that link, man. Jump on here, man. We got a couple topics, man. What does it take to be that top breeder? What does it take, man? You definitely got to have a certain eye for these dogs. You know what I'm saying? And the bullies for sure. You got to have a certain eye. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to put dogs together the right way to where they puppies come out looking fire. You know what I mean? Because you can get a couple straggly ones in these bully breeds, all these crossings going on. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker fuck your whole program up, man. What does it take to be the top breeder, man? We out here. It's the tap in, man. Jump on here, man. Chop it up. It's crowd interaction day to day, man. We out here. We're trying something new. Spread love, man. It's the Oklahoma way. What about them trolls, man? Trolls and haters, man. What about them trolls and them haters, man? Because they try to get up under your skin. We got a lot of little internet toughies out here, man. That try to get up under your skin, man. I mean, they got a lot of mouth. My boy let them hate said it'd be a few men running around the city. Already, man. I appreciate you coming through. You know it's love as always, man. He said shooting for the bullies is nowadays based on what people like. Yeah, man. Everybody got a different eye, different taste for them. You know what I'm saying? One thing's for sure, you got to throw some clean ones out there. You know what I'm saying? You got to throw some shit to catch people eye. You know what I mean? I guess everybody gonna have a different version of the clean ones, but you know what I mean? It's a certain kind of bully that's gonna take my eye. You know what I'm saying? He got to be able to move, or she got to be able to move a certain type of way. You know what I mean? Y'all jump on that StreamYard, man. It's the tap in, man. Anybody want to get on? Tap in, man. We got a couple topics, man. You know what I'm saying? First one is what does it take to be that top breeder, man? My boy said some people like dogs with flaws, pay big money for them. Already, hey, they be putting out that trash out here, man. People be jumping on it. You know what I'm saying? Big money on the table though. And be looking to breed it too for big money. And dogs can't do shit, man. You know what I mean? Shit. I knew a couple of you suckers out here that's willing to pay big money for a trashy dog. I hit your ass too. You know what I'm saying? What's it take to be the top breeder, man? We out here. It's a topic, man. Y'all hit that live stream, man. Y'all get that StreamYard, jump on this live stream. You know what I'm saying? Share your opinions, your thoughts. You know what I mean? We out here. We put down some of that diatomaceous earth today. You know what I'm saying? Sprayed the yard down with some of that fabuloso, some bleach and some water. You know what I mean? Just to kill everything in the yard. We just putting in that work, man. I find myself being musty as hell now, man. You know what I'm saying? I be out here at the end of the day, I be musty as hell. Muddy and shit, dirt all over me. You know what I mean? But we enjoying the process though, man. What does it take to be that top breeder? Because I know to be that top breeder, y'all gonna have to put in more work than I'm putting in. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to have more dedication than I'm putting in. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a lot of dedication to this. You know what I mean? I'm willing to do whatever. You feel me? I'm willing to put in blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I'm saying? We finna come to the top. What does it take to be that top breeder, man? I see a lot of people on here that be trolling too on the internet. It's hilarious. Some of y'all people, man, you just gotta wonder, man, what the hell do you be doing throughout the day that you control the way that y'all troll, man? This shit is hilarious. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Hit that StreamYard, man. Anybody want to get in the chat? That peddler talk, man. What's that peddler talk about, man? Is that more off of hatred because some people can't sell dogs? You know what I'm saying? Let me know what is it to be a peddler, man. You know what I mean? Because I be seeing everybody popping up selling dogs, but I see a lot of people that can't sell that many. So then there comes the hate. You feel me? What does it take to be that top? What does it take to be that top breeder, man? You know what I'm saying? What does it take? If you that type breeder, are you a peddler? You know what I'm saying? Are you a peddler? You know what I mean? I think it's a gift to sell puppies, man. It's a gift. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody can breed a dog, but not everybody can sell them dogs. You feel me? Shit, if you got people trying to buy them dogs from you, that means you're doing something right, man. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hate on it. I just want to know, what does it take to be that top breeder, man? Where do I gotta set the bar? Because I'm coming for it. See? Or let's reword it. What does it take to be that top peddler? You know what I'm saying? What does it take to be the number one most hated? You know what I mean? We just want to know questions. You know what I'm saying? We got questions. We need some people to jump on so we can get some answers. Shoot some comments in the chat, man. It's the tap in. You know what I mean? The tap in. We out here. We just bullshitting around, man. You know what I'm saying? We just bullshitting around. We had a little bit of time. You know what I'm saying? We had time today, guys, so we just jumped on because we had some time today. So let's talk about them haters, man. Them haters. I be seeing a lot of people hit the thumb. It take a lot to hit a thumbs down, cause I ain't never hit a thumbs down on a video in my life. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never hit a thumbs down on a video in my life. I be seeing a lot of people getting that thumbs down. What's going down, Hotep Kennels, man? What's happening, man? Tap in, man. We got a couple questions. Hit that StreamYard. You can get on, man. We want to know a few questions, man. I want to know what this peddler talks about and what does it take to be the top breeder. You know what I'm saying? These haters that be hitting the thumbs down on the videos. We got some questions, man. Tap in. We're gonna line that interview up too, man. Interview coming soon with Hotep Kennels, man. That's a good one right there, man. They over there doing their thing. Beautiful setup, nice dogs. Yeah, man, that's gonna be a good one. We're gonna dive into that one. We out here today, man. We just chilling. You know what I'm saying? We had time. We just tapped in. Had a few questions. You know what I'm saying? Open forum, man. Open forum. What does it take to be that top breeder, man? I know it's gonna take a lot. Cause there's some people out here doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? You also gotta have a little bit of sales. You know what I mean? You gotta have a little sales in you. You know what I'm saying? Soul Power, salute to Barry from Hotep Kennels. Yes, salute to him. He's doing his thing, man. So it's the tap in, man. Y'all jump on that StreamYard. Y'all could jump up here, man. Let's discuss a couple topics. What does it take to be that top breeder? You definitely got to have some sales in you. It's more of a marketing scheme, man. It's like who can market the best. It's not necessarily off the best dogs. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be discouraged if you feel like, shit, my dogs ain't selling. You know what I mean? Sometimes you'll have the better dog all around, but somebody else getting a higher ticket because they know how to market that shit better. You know what I'm saying? What does it take to be that top breeder, man? I don't know how to do nothing but give you meat, so if it ain't good enough or you don't feel like you want a dog, you ain't gonna better get one, man. Says, yo, Bang, what blood are you running? I want the bullies. I got some old school Edge. I got Mandela daughter. I mean, I got a couple Remy kids. You know, I got a Dax blood. You know what I'm saying? We sitting fat over here, man. We got some nice blood. Is that what it takes to be the top breeder? It's the blood? Okay. If that's the case. We got the best blood in the game. You know what I'm saying? That's what we were shooting for. We made sure we wanted to get the dogs that we needed. You know, y'all tap in, man. Anybody more than welcome to get on here and share their opinions and views, man. Keep it clean over here, though. You know what I'm saying? No dumb shit. What does it take, though, man? We out here. We just chilling, man. We just tapping in. Do I have any APPTs? Yes, sir. Or sister. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Soul power. I don't know which way to lean. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I do. I got a Red Boy Jocko Bolio tombstone. I got a Pure Bolio tombstone. Uh, what else I got? I got some of that reptile. You know what I'm saying? Jeep Red Boy. So form. Got a little bit of that Jeep Red Boy Travis. You know what I'm saying? We sitting fat over here, man. Got some nice shit. All my pits though, they puppies, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong yet. We just chilling though, man. You know what I'm saying? We enjoying the process. We love the game. You know what I'm saying? You love the game. The game gonna always show you love. You feel me? It may not be the love you're looking for, but it's always gonna show you love. Salute to Finley River Kennels, man. What's going down, man? Get that tap in, man. I dropped the StreamYard in the chat. Let me pull it up. Tap in, man. We got a couple questions on deck. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be on here too long. You know, we just chilling. Throwing a couple topics out there, man. What does it take to be the top breeder, man? Oh, that link ain't in there? Hold on. All right, yeah, Chili's, man. Chili's is fire. You know what I'm saying? Chili's is fire. Hold on, let me see. How do I drop let me come on back. Post a comment. Go. Drop up in there. Okay, yeah. Dedication, huh? For sure. That's for sure going. Definitely gonna take a lot of dedication. It's gonna be a lot of things that come up that you may not be able to do. But you're gonna still have that same passion towards these dogs, you know what I'm saying? Because no matter what, they out there. I'm saying he said he out in this barn, man. It's pouring down rain and thunder. Okay. Yeah, it's supposed to rain here soon. You know what I'm saying? I think we're supposed to get a little bit of showers out here too. I hope not, man. I hate the rain. Otep said he had an interesting crossroads. Uh-oh. Don't sound good, man. Soul Power says dedication, marketing, and production. Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's what I was thinking. Definitely got to get your marketing up. Otep, what you mean you at a crossroad, man? I know you ain't thinking about giving this up. You know what I'm saying? You got some nice dogs over there. I know you ain't thinking, is it wholesale on the yard? You giving it up. Is it wholesale on the yard? You know what I'm saying? We just want to know, you know what I'm saying? It's acquiring minds wanting to know if you're giving it up. Is it wholesale on the yard? You know what I'm saying? Is it like Walmart, I can come through picking shit off the shelf? Uh-oh. Tune in tomorrow. Okay. Y'all go over there, subscribe to Hotep Kennels, man. See what he talking about. Back to this though. Soul Power said marketing, trill production, and dedication. That's for sure. Uh-oh. Hotep might be coming to the APBTs or them Frenchies. Heard them Frenchies is right. What you think about them Merles? You know what I'm saying? It's options out here. I mean, Not everybody built for them APPTs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how you got how deep down the dedication run inside you. You know what I'm saying? Because them dogs, man, they a handful. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to get a whole yard of them, they're a handful. You know what I mean? I ain't no expert. I'm learning, messing around. You know what I'm saying? With real paper dogs now, but hey, I always had dogs, so. Stanley Griffin said Hotel got some nice dogs. I seen him in person. Hey, I done seen him on camp. That's what I'm saying. Is a hotel on the yard. Might be a couple I'm interested in. You know what I'm saying? I snatch off the shelf. Soul Power. What blood you running? Soul Power. What you just get over there? What you snatch up? Tell you, man, I like that Jeep Red Boy across. I like them as a puppy anyway. I'm liking what they doing. That's some beautiful dogs. Mike and that Red Boy Jocko Bolio Tombstone. Hey man, let me I've been noticing the top dog man out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give him his flowers while you're here, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing. People don't give them to you while you're here, you know. Dirt Road Kennels over there putting spankings on y'all, man. Dirt Road Kennels, man. You can find them on YouTube and IG. Y'all go check them out. Dirt Road is slapping y'all, man. Got that pressure over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to lock in the interview, man. Trying to lock in the interview. Soul Power said we got that Patrick Bolio boomerang. Okay, okay. How old? I'm saying how old, man? What kind of dog food you got it on? Share that with the chat. How old and what kind of dog food is you slapping over there? You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody that showed up, man, and that's in the building. I really appreciate it, man. Y'all hit that thumbs up. You know what I mean? Or if you come across this a little bit later, hit that thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe, hit that notification bell. Tune into that IG, man. We making posts. You know what I mean? We just trying to promote, trying to corner the market. You know what I mean? Had to kick the door open. They ain't let us through. You feel me? Shout out ABG Youngin, man. Y'all go check him out too. He over there on Instagram. And he be dropping music on YouTube. We out here, man. It's just another day, another dollar. You know what I'm saying? Just another day, another dollar, man. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. As long as you breathing, you know what I mean? Shit, you good. Everything else gonna work itself out. As long as you breathing, though, you good. You still got a fighting chance. We out here, man. What does it take to be the best or the top breeder? These are the things we got to figure out in life, man. Okay, Soul Power said 9 weeks. She on her way, and I'll be feeding raw. Okay, yeah, I like that raw, man. I like how they get after it. They love that raw. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta hit them with that dewormer a lot, man. So that sound like I'm from Cali? Nah, I'm from Oklahoma, man. You know what I'm saying? High Cali influence, though. You feel me? High Cali influence. My first album was Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't know, maybe 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, you know what I mean? Been rocking West Coast music and shit, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm from Oklahoma though, born and raised to the gristle, you feel me? Yeah, man. What does it take though? We got a couple things on the list. It says hard work, some dedication, great marketing. You know what I'm saying? What else? What does it take, man? Anybody in the building, y'all can feel free, hit that stream yard, man. Y'all pop up. You know what I'm saying? I'll get you in here. Okay, yeah, you live in the South? Yeah, Oklahoma, you know, we the South too. The mosquitoes, man, what you gonna be using for mosquitoes? You know what I mean? For the mosquito bite, them heartworms. You know what I'm saying? Heartworms down here bad, man. It's a lot of mosquitoes. But yeah, you have to get that worming, man. I figure that when you're using that raw, you gotta worm them more often, man. So I kind of fell back off raw and I pretty much just used that Victor. I mean, I use that Victor. Ivermectin injectable. Yeah, I got the pace. Does that matter? Finley River, if you know, drop that. I got the pace. You know what I'm saying? I just give them a little dot. Feel me? Like a pea size amount on the tongue. Hopefully that shit been working. I thought about that injectable, but shit. Yeah, yeah, it's like horses or one of them, cattle, yeah, for them type of animals. You know what I'm saying? It's in like a little yellow box. You know what I mean? And it got the little push up, say ivermectin on it. That's what I've been using. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna get the injectable, but I don't think they had none when I went. Okay, so injectable the best. All right, yeah. I'm gonna go grab some of that injectable then. I heard you just take the injectable and put a little couple drops on like a little couple drops on their tongue, or do you do it like you really inject it? Like zero point 0.5 on the tongue or something, or do you hit them with the inject? You know what I'm saying? Soul Power said ivermectin. Okay. Now I done heard some shit where people said ivermectin don't work. You know what I'm saying? I think okay. So that's two for saying injectable work better than the paste. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to switch over, man. I have to switch over. Yeah, man. For everybody coming into the building, man, make sure y'all hit that like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could jump on. It's the tap in. You know what I'm saying? Let me top that link. It's in the chat. Let me see. Link is in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Tap in. Going over a few topics, man. We just out here chilling, chopping it up. We ain't doing nothing, man. Enjoying some of this good greenery, man. What's going down, Brian? What is going down? You could jump on, man. The link is in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop it in there again. We got a few questions, man. We ain't gonna be on here too much longer. We just bullshitting around. Okay, so it worked for the fleas and everything, huh? Just a one-stop shop. You ain't gotta mess around with all that other shit. So just inject it under the skin for fleas and ticks. It works best like that. Okay. Floyd May, man, a legend in the building. Tap in, man. I just dropped the link in the chat. Get on up here, man. We just got a few questions. Soul Power, he said, good meeting you. I'm in Texas. We just chilling, man. We got a couple questions. You know, what does it take to be the best? You know what I'm saying? We got a few things on the list. It said hard work, dedication, a good eye, all this peddler talk. Is it hate because some people can't sell dogs as good? You know what I'm saying? Or is it marketing? What makes you the best? You know what I'm saying? Because I done seen some of the better dogs that don't sell, but marketing sell makes some of these dogs that can't even function sell for top dollar. I just want to know, man, what does it take? Only give it to them 3 or 4 hot months out out of the year, 3 or 4 months out of the year. Okay. Said I was always told to be the best. You got to beat the best. Okay. Definitely got to beat them, man. Shit. You got to outdo them in everything to beat them. Soul Power said they in GA. Ain't no more play in GA. I used to be down there in Georgia. I was in Augusta. Pastor Troy was big down there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that came in the building, man. Hit that thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Jump on the chat. It's the tap in. We just asking a couple questions, man. What about that peddler talk? What's that about? Is that just straight hate? Some people can't sell dogs as good. They marketing game ain't right. You know what I'm saying? I guess that all falls under the be the best too. You know what I'm saying Finley River said they just got rooster buddle, rooster buddies in Georgia. I got rooster buddies in Georgia. Okay, you go talk about them roosters, man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see what's up with them roosters and chickens. I'm gonna get all that. Get all that. We just enjoying life on this end, man. Hope everybody doing the same. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look like somebody trying to tap in. Floyd, let's add him in. Hold on, how I do this? Add to stream. Floyd, you hear me, man?
Yo,
What's going down?
what's going on, bro?
Nothing much, man. How you doing out there?
Oh, we're doing good, man. We're doing good. How's everything going? Can you hear me good?
Yeah, yeah, I hear you.
Okay. I'm just making sure because since I got my headphones on, I got a fan facing me, and sometimes it makes it staticky.
Yeah, yeah, I got the fan on too, man. It's hot. You down there in Texas, right? Yeah, I'm in Oklahoma. It's hot.
Oh, it's hot out here. You
Yeah,
know, it's hot out here, bro. Yeah. So what's been going on?
man,
How's the
nothing
life
much.
going?
Oh, man, good. Enjoying it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
How about you?
It's a little too hot for me, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, especially for the dogs. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I live in Texas. It's hot weather out here. Humid. You know, got to keep a close eye on them. You know what I mean? I give them some watermelon, cold watermelon sometimes. It's good to keep your dogs cooled off, you know. Just with no seeds in it. That's what we
yeah.
were
They be,
doing just
they
a
be
few
eating it.
minutes ago. Huh?
I say, you say your dogs be eating the watermelon?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You give them about a little cup, like a cup of watermelon. You know, not a lot, not too much, but a little cup of cold watermelon is actually good for the dogs.
Yeah. I only
Yeah,
had a couple dogs that really chew into it, man. All the other ones will spit it out. Don't
yeah,
want
that will
to.
happen sometimes. Yeah, yeah. Try to get them to lick it a little bit. They'll get the sweet taste. You know, I guess it's just the texture. Some dogs might not want to eat it. I had one like that, but then he warmed up to it and started eating it. Once he figured out what it was, now he tears it up.
Yeah. My known bullies in the building. Salute, fam. It's the tap in, man. Anybody more than welcome to jump on. We're just having a conversation, man. We just got a couple questions. Let me ask you, big dog, what does it take to be the best, man?
To be the
Is it
best,
marketing?
best at what though?
The best breeder, to be the top breeder, because I see a lot of top breeders, but I see the dogs don't equal up to what they pushing. So I want to know, is it just marketing or is it the best dogs? What is it?
It's the dogs itself, bro. Make the dog, everything else will fall in place, you know. Make the dog, make a bad dog, undeniable dog, you know, a producer, and everything else will come. Everything will fall in place. And can't nobody argue with that. You can buy all the sweaters, all the logos, you know what I mean, banners, and make yourself look really. But if your dogs ain't speaking the same, then you know what I mean. Basically, just a cheerleader, you know. So that's how I see it. You know, make the dog, and everything else will come. Put all that energy, all that time, all that money into creating the next best production. You know, if you have a production of puppies, make sure that next production is better than the last one or an upgrade, not a downgrade from your previous production. And just keep climbing that ladder slowly. You know, if you see something going where you don't like it, um, you know, sometimes it's hard after how much time, money, and everything you put into a breeding, and you know the puppies don't come out to, you know, even though you might, you know, say, oh, you know, they're really nice, and but it's not what you were expecting. You know, it's time to go back to the drawing board. You know, do something to try to keep your productions looking quality. You know, got to keep the
Yeah,
quality in there, bro. You got to keep the quality. If you let it get watered down and you're just breeding to dogs just because you like that dog or whatever, but you know, you got to look what's behind that dog and what it's bringing. You know, what it's how it's going to help your program. You know.
yeah. I mean, look, I've been seeing it, right? And I see YouTube, and I see people that got thousands and thousands and thousands of following. You know what I'm saying? Like high numbers,
Uh,
and they
some people are
selling
just
dogs.
good talkers. Yeah, some people are good talkers. They give away stuff. They do stuff like that. So they get a lot of followers. Don't mean because somebody has 500 million followers that they know what they're doing when it comes to dogs. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they puppies be advertising 15,000, 10,000, especially the bullies,
Well,
20,000.
you can put whatever price you want on any dog. There is no blue book on these dogs. It's whatever somebody will pay for a dog. So I could say I sell my dog for 20,000, but I can say that all day. But am I getting that? Do I have a
Okay.
receipt to prove that? You know what I mean? Only because I have something for sale for that don't mean, you know, you see a car for sale out there. You've been passing by that car for 10 years. It still ain't sold, but it has a price on the windshield. It's for sale for that price, but they never got sold. Ain't nobody gave them the money for it. Eventually, you keep on doing that, and you're not actually getting that kind of money for that dog. The price is going to come down. Or you're going to make some kind of deal with somebody. You know what I mean? Sometimes people do that high price limit just to have other people say, wow, he sells his dogs for that much, but they're thinking this person's actually getting that money. Not to say that some don't. You know, there are some people that get that kind of money, but you know, it's whatever somebody would pay for it. You know, wherever somebody, if you got a customer that got that kind of money, hey, more power to you. You know,
Yeah. Okay. So you saying they not getting that. All right. So it's
not all of
marketing.
them.
They just
Yeah,
trying
that's
to
a
build
lot of
the
marketing. Yeah, it's a lot of marketing, bro. A lot of it. Some really, really good marketers too, bro. Really good marketers. You know what I mean? Their marketing skills are just way more better than their breeding skills. You know what I mean? Not
Yeah.
all of them. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I didn't say all of them. I'm just saying there's a lot of them, but you need to you know look at it yourself and make your own decision on. At least if you're gonna spend money with somebody like that, they're selling you a dog for 10, 15, 20,000. You know, it ain't gonna hurt them to show you a few receipts of dogs they sold in the past, or get connected with some people that bought dogs from them just to ask questions. You know what I mean? You're spending heavy money with somebody like that. They shouldn't have no problem letting you speak to some past customers or some type of reviews or something like that. You know, just to guarantee that they're actually getting that, you know, that kind of money. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, because it's very interesting, man. That's all I'm gonna say. It's very interesting on seeing that price tag up there. So I'm like, okay, what does it take to be the top breeder then? You know what I'm saying? Because from what I'm seeing, it's just a whole lot of sales. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should have had a career in sales and then jump to breeding. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah,
coming from the street. So
yeah. Some of them bring their street marketing skills. A lot of people who mess with these dogs, they come from the hoods. They come from, you know what I mean, the pit bulls and stuff like that. You know, the drug dealers and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So they have that same mentality when they get in with the dogs. You know, and they treat it all the same way. A lot of times, like I said, I'm not talking about every single person. I'm just saying majority percentage of people in the bully world.
Bro,
A lot of times, like I said, I'm not talking
Hotep
about
I
Kennels,
wasn't
can
trying to
you
get
hear me?
on yet till I got the right avatar. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to edit the avatar to make my when I,
You still can't edit the avatar?
a lot of times, like I said, I'm not
Oh,
talking
y'all
about
I
live.
wasn't trying to get on.
Y'all live. There you go. Hit your avatar, man. Jump in whenever you're ready, man. We got a special guest, Hotep Kennels, in the building.
who is
We're
that?
gonna jump on.
What kennels is that?
Hotep Kennels.
Okay. Yeah, I
So
don't think
now,
I
all the
said.
people that you said, there's a lot of people coming from the hood and drug dealers that's in the game.
Well, in the bully world, you know what I mean. I mean,
Well,
you see some crazy shit. I mean, I mean, you don't see this with people who breed German shepherds and you know stuff like that. You know, you'll see somebody a girl in a bikini holding up two puppies, trying to sell these puppies. You know what I mean? In a thong or something on the side of a road or at a parking lot somewhere. You know what I mean? In a little bitty bikini holding up puppies, like, oh, I got these puppies for sale. You know what I mean? Like, you never see that with any other, you know, type of dog breed that people breed different types. You know, Rottweiler or Shar-Pei, whatever it is. You only see that kind of stuff here. You know what I mean? In the bully world.
why do you feel like this is a good spot to come? Because coming from those areas, I'm gonna say I jumped into the bully game to make a good chunk of change as well as push good dogs. So what makes it more of a
This is the thing, the
value?
way I see it. If you're getting in it from the beginning just for money, I don't know how long I don't know because I never got in it just for money. But I've seen a lot of people get in for just for money, and they end up losing more money than they thought they were going to make, and then they end up just dumping out, selling everything, gone. I mean, the most limit I give somebody new that's coming in thinking they're going to be a millionaire is about 3 years max, and then they're done, and they'll sell all the dogs or give them away, whatever. They have a litter of puppies, they lose all the puppies, they see how hard it is to breed. You know, it's a lot of stuff that goes into just putting two dogs together, like I say all the time, and the pit bulls, yeah, maybe because they're pit bulls. You know, you can put pit bulls anywhere; they'll have puppies by themselves. But we're talking about American bully. You have different classes and styles. So you have the pocket. You have, you even have exotic. They're all bully dogs. You know, the English bulldog, American bully, standard. And a lot of these times, these dogs need a C-section depending on the rear and the height of the dog and the type. Um, it's not as easy as what it seems like just putting two dogs together and have puppies. And some people are like, well, they had puppies and everything turned out fine and beautiful and wonderful, and all the puppies are healthy and they sold them. But not every breeding is going to be like that. Not every dog is the same. You're going to eventually run into problems, and if you don't have experience with something like that, you're going to end up in a bad spot. In a bad spot. I just had somebody who had some dogs. They spent about $4,500 on each dog, right? And 30 days later, dogs weren't eating. They were shitting blood. Their skin turned yellow. That's called lepto. Lepto is a vaccine in the shot. So if you're not giving your dogs the correct shots, um, they can end up with stuff like that. A lot of people don't even know what the hell lepto is, and it makes the skin like jaundice, like yellow. The dogs end up dying. It's pretty bad. It's very spreadable and contagious, even to humans. So it's a really bad thing. And these people I'm speaking about, the reason I'm talking about it is because they've been hitting me up about this guy that screwed them over, and you know, and it's a really bad, sad story. The whole thing. They were new breeders. They got spent all their hard-earned money trusting this one breeder. They end up getting screwed at the end. Then they come to find out the paperwork they got it's hung paperwork. That's not even to those puppies. This is how garbage this breeding world can get. Now they're like, screw the whole bully stuff. They wanted to come in thinking, we're gonna do it the right way. They had a little team of people. They spent 45 to 5,000. They bought 2 or 3 puppies. all the puppies were paper hung. They all died at the same time because they were all right around each other and they spread the leftover to each other. And the vet's talking about 5 grand a day just to put an IV to them. It was
Yeah,
just a sad
yeah. Just from my experience, just dealing with the bullies and stuff, I see more people coming from the blue collar area that be doing more of the shady business, like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you think about that?
story. Are they older people? I mean, when you say blue collar, is that like somebody who used to live in the hood, but now they're blue collar? You know what I mean? Because there's some people that used to live in the hood, but it's the mentality. It's not about if they actually came directly from the hood. I lived in the hood when I was young. I don't live in the hood no more. You get what I'm saying? But I know what the hood is. I know what the streets are. And that mentality, I know what it is. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying I don't know. I don't even really understand what blue collar means, but I'm sure it's not from the hood. um,
Well, I mean, you see more of the only people really making money in the game is white people. If you want to just like point it out, like I see a lot of white people making look like millions of dollars and stuff. So when you draw, and then the ones doing most of the rip off, like they sell you the dream.
yeah,
You
I
know
see
what I'm
what you're
saying?
saying, kind of, but it might be that there is some people that have money or went to the bank, got a big old loan, did research, found the right dogs to buy, put those together, and make money that way. But if you're starting at the bottom with $1,000 and trying to come up to there, it's going to take a while. You get what I'm saying? That's another thing. Some people they're like, oh, this is a top big breeder, right? You ask them how long you've been breeding. I've been breeding 2 years, 3 years, because they have some money. They know the quality of dogs to buy. They talk to the right people. They bought the right dogs, but that doesn't really make them a good, breeder. You know, they just have money and bought some. They did some right research and bought the right dogs. You know what I mean? So unless they're productions, I wouldn't really call those people a breeder. It's just some people who have money that bought some nice dogs and then started breeding those dogs together. They're breeding to other people's productions, basically. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And then making money off of that. And I mean, if you spend money, you got to spend money to make money. That's with anything. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna go pay no $800 for each dog and go sell them for 20,000 a puppy.
yeah. Well, I think I just looked at like most people in the urban areas. You always had street pits and stuff, so you knew which dogs to put together, and you more or less had a kennel, and you didn't even know it. You'll sell your puppies, people buy them, you'll give them away. But you will make beautiful dogs.
Yeah,
And I think seeing
yeah.
the fantasy of people making these 20, $30,000 puppies is driving everybody into it, making it like shit. If they could do it, I could do it. So I think
Well,
it's a good thing, man. I see everybody out here throwing production. They separate the people that put the hard work and dedication into the game. You know what I'm saying? Regardless on what area you come from, I think it's just about marketing and throwing out good looking dogs. But to me, it don't seem like
you also got to have the customer base for that stuff. You know what I mean? If you come out of nowhere and you're like, I want 20,000. It's gonna be hard for somebody to say, okay, I'm gonna give you 20,000. But you know what I mean? Like your customers have to have that type of money to be able to spend with you. If you live around, you keep rich people around you, they're your customers. You'll be able to sell them something. But if you have nothing but people that don't normally walk around with 20 grand and to spend, um, you're gonna have that price for a long time because that dog ain't never gonna get sold. Then you're gonna start doing payment plans, end up in a bad deal with somebody because they didn't finish paying it. Something happened to the dog. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Hey, look, it's a beautiful thing that's going on out here. There's a lot of entrepreneurship, a lot of people out here throwing out a representation of themselves. Not always does it hit the top, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Imperial Flame Kennels for coming through, man. Y'all could jump on. Anybody jump on the stream. I'm gonna drop it again in the chat, man. We just up here cooking, man, having good conversation. You know what I mean? Floyd May, he's dropping a lot of knowledge out here about these dogs. You know, so let's keep it going, man. What does it take? You know what I'm saying? What about this peddler talk? How you feel about that, man? How you
The
feel
what?
about peddler?
About the what?
Hold on, let me drop this chat. Boom. peddler talk. You know what I'm saying? I hear a lot of things about peddlers. Now,
Oh,
what makes you a peddler?
a peddler is basically a puppy now, ain't? Is that what you mean?
I don't know. I hear people calling everybody peddlers, like, "Oh, you a peddler, you a peddler." But to me, it looked like hate because they ain't
Well,
got the market.
this that's very simple. If you're just creating dogs and puppies and just selling them and not keeping a pup off that, then that's what a peddler is, a puppy mill. You're just selling dogs, that's all. Because when you put two dogs together to breed, there should be a reason you want something off of that. Now you pick what you want off that, and the rest of them might be for sale. But if you're just putting those two dogs together to have puppies and then just sell the whole litter just to sell them, just to make money. But when you put those dogs together to create something better, you put them together just to have quantity of puppies to sell to people.
Okay, what do you think, Hotep? Hotep in the building.
Yo, what's good, man?
What's
Peace,
going on?
everybody, man.
What are you thinking about this peddler talk?
What y'all mean?
I see a lot of people saying somebody's a peddler. They, everybody left and right getting accused of being a peddler. Man, what makes you a peddler?
I was just explaining to him, like, I see it more like somebody who just puts two dogs together, has puppies and sells the puppies, not keeping nothing off of it, just selling puppies.
Yeah, that's
When
true.
I
He's
breed,
talking about quality. He's talking about quantity over quality.
when I put two dogs together, I put them together because I want something. Maybe one, two, three, maybe the whole litter. I don't know, but I want something off that litter. If there's something that I don't need or already have in my yard, then I could put it up for sale. But that's basically peddler to me. Some people might not know it, and they still do it, but they don't really consider themselves, something. But if you think about it, you're putting these two dogs together just to sell the puppies. That's all. So sometimes I'm just brutally honest.
Hold on, take my charge. My phone. My charge. Okay, keep it going right quick.
Yeah, give me a second, man. We are trying to get something to eat. But I wanted to get on. I was really just trying to set my thing up for tomorrow. I'm on here now.
You said what now? What'd you say, Hotep? You trying to line it up for
Get
tomorrow?
something to eat. Yeah, I was trying to get my thing set up because I ain't have my logo set up right on there. I was trying to get that set up. I wasn't actually trying to get on, but I'm on here now, so.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't even know how to do all that stuff with logos and all that computer stuff.
Yeah, my wife just had to figure that out. I ain't really tech savvy. That's why I had too much up on there. Those are fancy because I ain't know how to do it. She usually be at work, but like I said, we at a crossroads right now, so things are to change.
Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier.
Yeah, another thing, like I'm going to talk about it. Like a lot of people use Facebook for like to make puppy sales and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Some people don't really need stuff like Facebook. I don't use Facebook. I mean, you never see me on there. I got this for sale, that for sale. I don't do that.
With all the restrictions
I already
they got
have a
in, I don't
base
even
of
know.
I have a base of customers already. So I really don't need to sell stuff on Facebook. And I know one time I was on Facebook and got into an argument with somebody. They're like, "Bro, you can't. You're gonna lose customers on Facebook." It was like, "What the hell? Who the hell is Facebook? I don't give a damn about no damn Facebook. Don't use Facebook to sell no damn dogs."
I don't know why trees world we all live in. Same people that's in real same views. Other than that, it's all the same.
Yeah.
We back. Appreciate y'all. Keep finding my charger, man.
I ain't really got too many sales off social media. Most of my stuff came from real, getting it out the mud, posting up vending at different places.
Yeah.
People don't have dogs.
Okay. What's going on, man? What's you said what time you dropping the video tomorrow, man? We gotta tune in. We gotta know what's going on over there, Hotel.
Probably going to.
Somebody's breaking up.
Breaking up.
Yeah. If you ain't talking, you gotta hit the mute, the mic button, put it on mute so it don't echo. That's what's going on. It's echoing.
There it is. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right.
Was it still echoing when I muted my mic?
Yeah, there you are. Any questions in the comments? I can't see them from where I'm at.
Okay, it says someone who buys to resell or trade. So I'm assuming that's what they say is a peddler, someone who's buying to resell or trade. What y'all think about that? Resell or trade? Like what? Get a dog just to resell it, or?
I mean, if your first intentions is to trade, then yeah, that's puppy mill. But if you had the puppies and somebody offered you a trade off of a dog that you need that blood in your yard and you want to do an even trade, then that's not really a peddling, you know. Because you could have easily just, sold the dog and used the money to buy the dog. But if both parties agree on something like that, I don't really see that as like peddling. But just selling the puppies just for cash money, not for the purpose of making your yard and that production or that dog even better, Because what would be the point in putting two dogs together and you're like, oh, these are the best thing ever. They're the best dogs. These are the best puppies. They have this in their pedigree. They got that in their pedigree. They got all this stuff, but you don't want it. You want to sell it. Like, that makes no sense. So, I'm trying to convince everybody that it's the best stuff you need for your yard. It's going to help your yard and it's going to change your yard around. You know what I mean? Like, everybody puts all these comments up all the time on Facebook and the internet. Like, I got that sauce that's going to change your yard around, And then they're selling they're just selling the puppies. And, why would you sell your best shit? Keep it. It's because they know it's not their best shit. They just selling your best shit, keep it.
Oh shit! Peace. My bad, y'all. I didn't mean to jump in like that.
All right, man. We got Imperial
Flames. What's good, bro?
Jump in like that.
How everybody doing, man?
What's good with the fam? What's good with the fam? I see a lot of heads in here, man, that fuck with the channel, man. So I want to say,
everybody doing, man?
Real good, man. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
What's good with the fam? What's good with the fam? I see a lot of heads in here, man, that fuck with the channel, man. So I want to say,
everybody doing, man?
Real good, man. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
What's good with the fam? What's good with the fam? I see a lot of heads in here, that fuck with the channel, man. So I want to say,
Everybody doing, man?
There's a video.
real good, man. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I don't know why my shit do that, yo.
Everybody doing, man?
There's a video.
You gotta everybody hit the mic button if you ain't talking. One at a time, whoever talking, leave it unmuted.
All right.
Yeah, let's do 7 p.m. Tomorrow, bro.
How's that? Can y'all hear me
How
better?
you feel about the what do you think it takes to be the best, Imperial?
How's that? Can y'all hear me
How
better?
you feel about the what do you think it takes to be the best, Imperial?
All right, bear with me here a little bit because it looks like I got a lag coming from my computer.
What do you think it takes to be the best, Imperial?
Yeah, see, he's got the video playing on the computer.
It looks like I got a lag coming from my computer.
What do you think?
Echoing.
Hold up. Let me do something.
See, he's got the video playing on the computer.
How's that? Is that better?
Way better.
You.
Yeah, that's good right there.
I figured it out. I'm sorry about that, y'all. I was twisting up, man. I meant to jump in a little bit earlier, man. But I see a lot of heads in here that fuck with the channel, so I definitely wanted to stop in, man, and show love, man. I love what you're doing, Bank Statement. Keep doing your thing, bro.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I see you got a lot going on over there, man. Some beautiful dogs, man. Give us a rundown.
Absolutely, man. You know, to start with, bro, I would say it was about back in December 2017. I had a little house dog that I got from a female. She's a good backyard breeder. She's an excellent backyard breeder, right? And so this little fucking house dog, she was so much like she had that old Kobe blood in her. And it was just something about the way she carried it, man, that said, damn, I need to get back into dogs. You know what I mean? Because I've been out of the dogs for a few years at that point. So when I started looking, man, and I started searching, you know, this Camelot thing, I came across this Camelot thing. Now, I have a preference for the red nose look, right? I have a preference for the deep game, you know, tenacity of red nose pit bulls. That's always been my thing. So when I started looking and I ran into the Camelot thing, what I liked about the Camelot was that here you have the best of both worlds. You got a dog that's beautiful, right? Got the size and the power, and it's got the drive to match. So here's a dog that's gonna sit down and babysit your kids, and at the same time, it, you know, like this dog, if you approach the wrong way, it's gonna snatch something. So being the best for me is really about going out and getting the best, you know, and I don't mind telling nobody, man, I wasn't always no saint. You know what I mean? I did my dirt. And even in the game, it was always fish scale. You understand? So that's me.
Already. Yeah, man. So what you say, you got more of the dogs that was like, you know what I'm saying, the early 2000 style dogs, still more like the classic bullies?
If you go like there's a channel, right? Good Guardian Canines. And he shows this Camelot video from the original Camelot kennels, right? Going back 99, 2000. And you'll see that some of the dogs on that yard are already 13 years old, 10 years old, whatever the case may be. So when I breed, right, or when I put my camp together, I'm trying to get back to that, right? I'm trying to get back to what was originally that original Camelot kennels, right? And you have to understand that the stock itself is bred off of old family red nose. And then you have game staff bred in, right? So we're not talking about show staff. We're talking about working staff, right? And that working staff comes down off the Tudor and Corvino pit bull bloodlines. So anytime somebody asks me, say like, listen, man, are those bullies? I have to tell you, hell no, bro. There's no bully blood there, right? There's no bulldogs in that blood. When you trace those pedigrees, they go back to old family red-nosed pit bulls. So it's important to understand that although the dog has a size and a structure that many people are used to calling bully, the fact of the matter is these motherfuckers act like pure pits. So it's something that like I try to make sure that even passers by, people that want to, oh, can I pet your dog? And this, that, and the third. Oh, and nah, listen, slow down. Because my dogs don't rock with all that. Even a puppy don't. You understand what I'm saying? If you approach that pup with your hand out, he may sniff it, but he's going to look at you like, easy. And I've seen him do that a couple of times. So it's definitely a different dog, man. You know, a lot of people want companion animals, right? They want companion animals that's going to sit on the couch, be cool, not going to cause too much of a ruckus. My dogs, I have to monitor them all the time. If I let them out to hang out together, I don't care from the youngest to the oldest, I have to monitor them. Because at some point, I'm sorry, go ahead.
What are you breeding those for though? Like you're breeding those dogs?
I breed my dogs as catch dogs,
Okay, so you
right?
have
So
like
when I train them,
a farm
and
or a ranch for them to hunt, like to like kind of like a game, or
you said, do I have an armor?
well, a dog like that needs to it needs to do it has a job. It has to do something every day. Yeah, like you're saying. But like most times people live in a house with a small yard, apartment or something, they want to get one of those dogs, you know. I wouldn't recommend somebody who doesn't have the yard, the time, the energy to, you know, spend with that dog. You know what I mean?
I hear what you're saying. I'll put it this way. Somebody asked me a question about what it takes to start a kennel, right? And when I got into the dogs, I didn't get into it to start a kennel, right? I just wanted me my little red-nosed pit. At the end of the day, the dogs themselves sucked me in, right? So when I answer the question, like, you know, what it takes to start a kennel and wouldn't it be wiser, like, to have more space for the dogs? Absolutely. I would say if you're going to actually start a kennel and start a breeding program, first thing you want to do is start with land. Start with land that you own or property that you own, right? And don't be afraid to put a fucking 6-foot privacy fence up around that bitch. Because at the end of the day, whether you dealing with bullies or whether you dealing with straight box dogs, right? Box bred pit bulls, society is not really 100% fond yet. You understand what I'm saying? The American bully still has a bad reputation as being unpredictable in some cases, right? Because some dudes is running the old Razor's Edge stuff, right, with the old gray line stuff, and that stuff still has a lot of heat in it. You know what I mean? That was my first introduction to what a pit bull was. It was them Razor's Edge dogs that hit the street in the 90s, right?
It's all a part of breeding also. Like you always got it. When I breed, I look at demeanors of the dog to break that down. If I don't want that trait in my dog and this one has it, the other one doesn't, I'm not breeding those two dogs. Both of them, these dogs don't have it. I put those two dogs together and I keep that going down the line to breed that aggression or whatever, you know, whatever I don't want in my program. You know what I mean?
Makes a hell of a difference, man. It makes a hell of a difference.
If you can have drive without aggression. You see what I'm
Okay,
saying?
here we go. We got two different type of people on the they look like they like two different type of dogs. What do you feel? Like you saying you like your dog with drive, no aggression? I kind of like my dog with aggression a little bit to get after something if it get in my yard. Not aggressive towards.
I have a dog like that, but I don't breed that dog. You see what I'm saying? She's my protection dog. She has a purpose. That's her purpose. That's what I have her for. She's not for breeding.
But if there's other people out there that like some type of dogs, though, you know what I'm saying? They want that.
Yeah, they can go. You know, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And there's people that, I mean, that you can buy a dog like that from. I just feel that it's a little. You have to be more responsible, especially to the people who these dogs go to, because these dogs end up in bad situations because somebody had the money and they bought that dog. You know, took it to the backyard, got to the neighbors and ripped all their dogs up, bit somebody's kid, or, you know, got loose out the backyard. Now he killed every dog down the street or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So it's about responsibility also.
I feel like that falls on the person that buys it. You know what I'm saying? Irresponsible ownership, but you know,
not exactly. If you're a responsible breeder, you need to make sure that a dog with that type of aggression and stuff, a big dog, 100 pounds, okay, going into the right hands. Who you giving that dog to? Because like I said, these dogs already got a bad name. They got a bad rep already. Everything that looks like a pit bull, they call it a pit bull. Even if it's a mutt and bit somebody, they say it's a pit bull. Another pit bull did this, another pit bull. And then there's other people who don't have, I don't want to say no aggression, but it's that medium drive, that medium, you know what I mean? They'll still have to get at something if you needed to, but it ain't gonna be like, you know, they ain't jumping those 6-foot fences and shit like that, you know?
Yeah, see, like me, I need my dog to do what the dogs were bred to do. You understand what I'm saying? What their original intent was. So, you know, I could go after purely box bred dogs, but I don't
Well,
plan on
yeah,
being in the mood. You understand what I'm saying?
pit bulls, yeah, pit bulls, it's in their blood. It's a terrier blood. It's already there. You ain't got to breed nothing into it anymore. It's there. You know, you breed two pit bulls together, you're gonna get pit bulls. Now you breed two American bullies.
Well, hold on now. That's not saying that you're gonna get two dogs that are gonna automatically turn on like pit bulls are expected to turn on.
Well, I don't know if we're talking about like game type dogs, that kind of stuff. I don't.
So here, this is the big dilemma, right? The American Bully is supposed to be based on the American Pit Bull Terrier, right? But the American Bully has been bred in 1,000 different directions, right? So you have people breeding in Bulldog and Pug, and then you have people that are trying to stick to that classic, razor's edge. Originally the American Bully was supposed to be a pit bull on steroids. There was never supposed to be any changing of the drive or the temperament of the dog, right? All of that was supposed to stay, right? So eventually, that's what kind of the razor's edge. That's what they were trying to do, right? With Purple Rose, with Cairo, and
Yeah. But see, after a while, they wanted to make the dogs even a little bit bigger, a little bit better, as time went on and evolved from that's 20 years ago. You know what I mean?
Well,
so,
if you listen to Dave Wilson tell it, if you listen to Dave Wilson tell his story, he went in a direction that was commercial, right? He was trying to do what people wanted, right? Or what he thought would sell. And that was the big break. That was the big deviation, because most of the dudes that was raising those dogs at the time were raising them to keep the heat in them, right? That was the original purpose, man, to keep this dog, bigger, but definitely, with that heat in it and looking good. When you started making it just a companion animal, the game changes. You know what I mean? So now you have to determine exactly what it is you expect of that dog. And you have to teach your dogs that you breed, that you raise, exactly what it is you expect of them, right? Because you're away from the breed standard now, right? You're away from the standards for temperament and whatever else.
It depends on which registry.
What you're training, what you're doing. These are really, now you're putting your stamp on these dogs, if that makes sense.
Well,
yeah, because I always learned American Bully was a pit bull and staff cross. So like, when did it go to the bulldog? You know what I'm saying? When did bulldogs started going into the bloodline and everything to change the way they looking and temperament? Like you said, make it a companion dog.
Actually changed a lot of stuff with all of that. And
Listen, I would say honestly, a lot of those changes started taking place. Even with the ADBA and the working pit bull dog, that shit started happening when they started really cracking down on pit bull fighting. When pit bull fight became a thing where, you're going to go lay down for some years, you're going to do some felony time. Well, then, motherfuckers started saying, listen, we're going to do something else. We're going to weight pull. We're going to do whatever else. But yeah.
When you're breeding like classics together, the dogs tend to get smaller. They go back to looking terrier style, smaller again. You see what I mean? And you keep reading that, it goes back smaller. You get what I mean? It goes back to that terrier blood so bad, it pulls back to that terrier blood. So when they started figuring this out, they're like, how are we going to keep the dogs the same size they are or bigger? Because you keep breeding those dogs together. When did you ever see two of those old classics make a bigger, better dog? See what I mean?
I done it a couple times on the street breedings.
I'll be honest, bro. I'll be honest. My that Camelot line I run, I don't know whether, what classification you would fall at in, but those dogs throw everything from 40 pounds to over 100 pounds. You understand what I'm saying? And the line has always been like that, right? So when you put two of them together, it's very easy to get a much bigger dog. right? I
Well,
can
it's
put
not just a bigger
you know,
dog,
my
because I don't like just a big sloppy dog. I'm talking about a dog that actually looks bully. It's got the short back, shorter muzzle, thick, short neck, not a long skin pencil neck, not a long back, not a long muzzle. You know, he fits the standard of what American Bully. You look at that dog from the front, it looks like an upside down U looking at him. You know what I mean? It's not an A-frame
Mhm.
on the dog. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Keeping it look like that. Not just
Well,
like,
to
yeah,
me
that's
nowadays, most of the dogs don't look like they fit the standard of the American Bully dog. They look like they got something crossed in it besides pit and staff.
some
You know what
do.
I'm
There's
saying?
still people out here putting a bull terrier and a cane corso, presso canario. A lot of people putting stuff in those dogs, man, because they're like, oh, they did it 20, 30 years ago. Why can't I do it right now? You know, that's the mentality that goes around, because they just want to get the bigger dog without paying the bigger price to somebody to just get a dog that somebody already made. They want to go take the cheap way and say, I'm just going to go breed to this other dog and do it the way they did it 20 years ago. And you're just messing it all up, you know? People are just messing it up doing it that way.
At the end of the day, bro, a person got to really ask themselves, why are you even in this? Like, why are you here? What is it you really trying to accomplish, right? So now, I'm hoping to breed a better dog. I'm hoping to breed the type of dog, man, that can go from your living room to the woods with no problem, right? Now, in order to do that, you have to start with the right shit, right? You have to really start with the type of stock that's going to be, and mind you, I'm not talking about you should have to compromise the good looks or the beauty or the aesthetics of the dog, right? The dog's conformation, its coat, all of that should be up to par, right? The dog should be almost majestic to look at. So, if dudes is in it for what they in it for. The whole question of peddling and all of that. What? Because if you sell drugs, you're a drug peddler, right? So if you sell software, you sell Microsoft, you're a software peddler. Are you
I
selling
think
software to make the world a better place, or are you selling software to put food on your table? And does it really make a fucking difference?
I think there go the bottom line right there. It doesn't make a difference. Is it just hate?
Bullshit. Exactly, bro. I ain't sold a dog in 3 years. I guarantee you, if I ever put a puppy for sale on this motherfucking YouTube channel, somebody's gonna call me a peddler. I'm gonna tell them to kiss my natural black ass, like I always do.
Sometimes it's not even a dog breeder. It's a lot of those PETA people out there that get on, groups and, they say crazy shit.
Yeah, let's throw the disclaimer out there. Nothing over here is bred, sold, talked about, or anything for any illegal purposes. We just on here making good conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, to each his own. Everybody likes a certain kind of dog. You know what I'm saying? What I'm seeing is just do your thing and produce what you feel is the best dog.
Absolutely.
Yeah. The breed better, make the breed better. The whole goal between every American Bully breeder should be to make the breed better, not worse. You know what I mean?
Well, here
And
we
that's
go. I have a topic for that.
dog's
Let me
point of
throw
view,
something
but
out.
that's also,
What is
I'm
making
sorry.
the breed better? What's making the breed better, man? I want y'all to both answer this. What's making it better since the original Bully, or
Not breeding dogs with high rears, fucked up hips, doing bad business, dogs with heart murmurs, just dogs that shouldn't be bred and sold. Those are just pet home dogs. That's not making the breed better. That's actually implementing bad things into the dogs more. That's one thing.
Listen, I don't even think you should even rehome dogs that have serious health problems, unless that rehoming owner knows 100% exactly what they're in for. Like, you rehome a dog that has maybe poor hips now that could develop into hip dysplasia later, that owner is in for a vet bill that they have no idea about. You get what I'm saying? So, like, certain types of shit, like, if you are not going to, I used to have this thing, man, like, fish scale costs more, man, but I guarantee you're gonna make more. And you have to understand that concept that like when you release a dog to the public, right? Anybody that's not you, you have released control over what happens with that dog.
That's why you
So
got to make sure you
say
put it
that
in the
that
right
person
hands.
is not going to go and breed the dog, right? Who's to say that they not going to do some backyard shit, right? Who's to say that? So you never know what's going to happen once you release this dog.
Yep.
And I'll be honest, I speak from experience when I say that shit, man. I did a backyard, a so-called backyard breeding, that litter, man, and I had other people involved with me and all of that. I'll never do that shit again, ever, ever.
Yeah.
From now on, if I do a breeding, it's at my pace, on my time, on my terms, and I strictly control everything that happens, right down to where those pups go, man, and which pups go. Because if I can't sell that motherfucker, that means I'm in a position to keep that motherfucker. And if I shouldn't sell it, I should have enough gumption to either put the dog down or keep it. Period.
Yeah. Okay.
Now,
So
you got
you're more
somebody
just for the
that's
love
like,
of the dogs.
hmm?
You're more in it just for the love of the dogs. You like what you like, and if you happen to breed it, you're gonna breed it.
Bro, it's really qualities and characteristics, you know, and I'm gonna be frank again, like I wasn't no Boy Scout. Well, I went through the Boy
Oh
Scout,
yeah,
but
you
I
know
wasn't
that does make sense because some people breed for like dogs that weight pool. So if they have like a roach or something, but the hips are still good, you know, that's still fine because some people like a dog with a roach because they can pull that weight. You know, like it depends what you breed for. If you just like you said, breeding for a dog for your yard or do I don't know, like you got to have a purpose of what you're trying to breed those dogs for. I breed for the ring. I like to show in the ring. So I'm big on
there you go.
conformation and health of the dog, you know?
There you go. Now,
That's what I
don't get me wrong, that plays a critical part in having good working stock. If the dog has poor conformation, like if the dog is just jacked up, bad hips, you can't hunt that dog, right? You can't do that's not working stock at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Like to me, the two go hand in hand. So when they did bring the two together, that's what made sense to me. Like Joe Corvino, Earl Tudor, these were the men that started the whole, American Bully thing, if you want to get technical, because they started the American Staffordshire Terrier, which was nothing but their stock under a different name because the ADBA wouldn't fuck with a dog that had a fighting dog reputation. Or I'm sorry, the UKC wouldn't fuck with a dog that had a fighting dog reputation. So you started getting this, these people breeding just those show dogs, and there's nothing wrong with that. They have original blood in them. But at the end of the day, how much of just show blood are you breeding is going to determine how much of a companion dog you have versus how much of a working dog you have.
Well, there are a lot of show dogs that I see that they hang their head. They're super, super shy. They get really shy when they get to the ring. That's something I don't want. That's what I do see a lot with the show dogs. People, they breed too much calm demeanor into the dog because these big giant dogs are hanging around families with little bitty kids and they don't want the dog jumping or knocking the kid over. So they breed to have a very big, calm dog, and it turns into a lot of shyness in the dog. And that's not, it's not something that's frowned upon in the ring, So having a dog that's confident, not too much of a high drive, it still has drive, still walks around the ring with the head up and the chest out. You know what I mean? That's still what you want. That's what I want. That's what I breed towards.
The dog should definitely have confidence.
Yes.
I mean, that's like
not a dog. It's not a dog if it don't have confidence and drive.
But I think
we cooking. You know what I'm saying? I need the DJ Clue bombs right now. Boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving this, man. We got two different types going on, man. We got two different people.
One thing I don't deal with is dogs that snap. You know what I mean? I don't deal with that stuff. I work with them as when they're growing up, you know, at least 4 to 6 months before I make a good decision on if I'm gonna, you know, put that dog up for sale or not.
I'll be honest, man. I don't mind a dog with some spirit. If that puppy comes in and he's a little hot and he's snatching and grabbing at everything, I don't mind that at all because I know I can control that. I can train that, and I can
If you're gonna
read
keep
the
it for yourself, yeah, you know what I'm
right.
saying. If it's for what you're
Well,
trying
I
to
mean,
doing,
right, like
I can't have
I'll
that.
put it this way. There are people that I know, right, that I would happily give them one of my dogs, but they would have to come see me on a regular basis to make sure that they you know what I mean, like they understand what needs to be done at different stages in the dog's development.
The
The
dogs will
stock
pick
I
up.
run,
The dog might listen to you because you know what you're doing with the dog. Once you hand it off to somebody else, things change.
always,
You know what I mean,
always,
for the dog. So the
like
dog, they say, oh, it's a puppy. They let him do what he wants. The dog think he controls if the world revolves around him, and then the dog just starts destroying things, getting out of control. You know what I mean? And then they're
listen.
gonna
I
think
had a
it's
dude
Is
that
that the
lived.
owner though? Is that the owner that controls that? Do they have to be the alpha, or is that, you know what I mean? You can't let your
it's
dog just do
easier
whatever
said
they
than
want.
done.
Absolutely.
It's easier said than done when you tell people, well, you need to be the alpha. He needs to know, and then people thinking, oh, I got to go in there and beat the shit out of this dog, so you know I'm the alpha. That's not what it means. You know what I mean? It comes
No,
from
no,
within.
that don't mean
When
being the alpha. You know what I'm saying? Your
Yeah, that's what
presence
I'm
is
saying.
considered to be the
Yeah,
alpha.
when I walk in there, all the dogs are quiet. Everybody's sitting there waiting to see what they want, what I want them to do. That's being the alpha of a pack of the dogs. See, but some people just don't understand it. They don't comprehend it. You know, when you're telling them how to be an alpha, they go in there yelling, tugging, and you know, trying. You know, they just lose their temper and they get mad because the dog's not listening.
When I walk in, my dogs hit the gate. They go crazy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because they know it's time to work. You know what I mean? They know it's time to, you know what I mean? Like we get ready to get up out of here, or we get ready to go do something. But you know, that's what I want. I want that spirit. I want that energy. So that when when I take them out, I know the first thing they're gonna do is empty, and then they looking like, all right, what is it? What we after? What we doing? And when you have the dog's attention like that, to me, that's the best time to train the dog. That's the best time to really teach a dog what it is you need from it, right? If the dog is always going 100 miles an hour, well, the dog needs to learn how to do 75 and then 50 and then dial it down to 25, right? So that the dog is manageable, but the spirit, the energy, the drive is still there at maximum capacity.
Yeah.
I agree. I noticed that the ABKC took away like the classic. You know what I'm saying? It's just standard now. So is there a lane still for the classic?
When did that happen?
I don't know. I've been seeing people talk about it, saying it's just a standard class now. It's like standard and then up. You know, the other ones, the
That's not
classic is now conformed into the standard now.
no, that's not true. I just went to a show and showed a classic a few months ago.
Okay, they had it. The classic had its own class still.
Yep. Actually,
What is the
that's why
difference between a classic and a standard?
I have a problem with and I understand why they say to get rid of the classic, because what I see a lot is people taking their standard, their pocket dog, to the classic class. They go check out all the other dogs and they're like, damn, that dog's gonna beat me, right? So then they go stick their dog in the classic class just to grab the points. So they didn't waste their time. And they're letting them do it. I mean, you could look. I'm looking at the dog. I'm like, that's a pocket, and
Yeah,
that
you love
pocket beat my
that shit
classic.
right there.
You get what I'm saying? So there's problems like that that are happening in the ring, but I don't see what would be. I think they should just have somebody look at the dog and say, hey, this dog doesn't belong to be shown in the classic. But it's hard to tell that person is not a classic because it could easily be a classic. You know what I mean?
So Floyd, let me ask you something. When you how long have you been breeding bullies now?
7, 8 years.
And how long have you been into the show ring?
Good 5, 6.
So now when you first got into the show ring side of it, right? How did that like pan out with like where did you choose your stock from? How did you know what dogs to choose? What lines did you choose?
I did a lot of research, talked to the right people, learned what I really wanted to breed, what I wanted in my dogs, and I went from there. I do
And
have
so, what dogs did you start with? Like, what lines did you
I
start with?
started with some older dogs, bro. Like, you know, the dogs he was. I got some old Paco stuff. I was more into the XL dog back then. You know what I mean? And the XL, 19, 20-inch dog, 21 inch dog. I'm 46 years old. Oh, I'll be 46 next month. But I started, you know,
Congratulations.
yeah. Well, I'm like, you know, it's a dog I always wanted when I was younger. When I'm starting to realize now is that when I was younger, I had the energy. I go to the park every day, go running, go do stuff with the dog, you know. And I don't have that same energy no more, and I have a lot of other responsibilities also. You know what I mean? So you got to have the time to spend with that dog, have the energy to you know do stuff with the dog every day. You know what I mean? For a big dog like that with long legs, big tall dog, you know, they need to do stuff. They can't just sit around. They'll end up getting rickets or something, you know, just sitting in a cage all day or doing nothing. So also it's bad for the heart. You know, the dog just gets over fat. You know, he's not working out enough. Also, they tend to have more aggression than any of the other classes. So, you know, I kind of pushed away from that. When I was reading those dogs, I was still searching for what I really wanted, you know, and it came down to a standard dog. But I'm still in the making of the perfect dog that I want. So I do have classic, standard, and pocket on my yard right now. But they're for certain reasons. They're not just because, you know, I decided I wanted a pocket or a classic or a standard. These pieces are all here for a reason because I'm putting them together to make something I'm trying to do, you know.
So now, putting money into a show dog and all of that, like that requires like a change or a shift in mindset, right?
Well, you can't
Um,
exactly just buy a show dog. See, there's more that goes in it than just buying a show dog. You have to put time and training into that dog to be a show dog. The dog has to know what to do when it goes in that ring and have confidence, move the right way. You know what I mean?
mhm.
So it's not just, you know, I bought a show dog, you just throw it in the ring, you know. Hey, I bought a show dog for 20,000 and I go to the, you know, throw him in, the dog's freaking out, you know, squatting down, all jittery, looks all sketchy. Like, what's going on? All these microphones and people, music, loud noise, and, you know, so.
Yeah, that's a completely different world, B. That's weird, man. But so I mean, like, what is typically when you sell a dog that's supposed to be show quality? You sell a puppy. What are you selling
Yeah,
that
see,
dog?
that's different. Show quality is show quality. It's not a show dog yet. It'll be a show. It has potential to be a show dog with the correct, proper training.
And so, what is a dog like that worth on the market today?
It really depends on the blood. I would say what the parents have been through. You know what I mean? There's a really nice dog I like right now. Samson. He's really nice. I don't know if you know him. He's a grand champion, and
Now, I'm not
he's.
as familiar with the bully stuff. I'll be honest.
Oh, if you
Yeah, if
see
y'all
him,
go
you're
check
going.
out, y'all go check out Heavy Pressure Kennels, man. He got a Samson son.
It's a bad dog.
Yeah, he look
Um,
good.
yeah,
So, Banks,
Waffle House, a nice dog. Shots
do you
fired.
run bullies yourself?
Yeah,
Yes.
I got some bullies and I got some pits.
Okay. And what
But you
made you
know,
get into the game though? Like,
well, I've been having, you know, the kind of like the dogs off the street, man. I've been having them, you know, for a long time now. And I got my first one was a big blue. The homie across the street had a blue and a game pit cross. You know what I'm saying? And threw two beautiful ass dogs, and I got the puppies off of them. And that was a long time ago, man. Like, and ever since then, I've been, you know, I just kind of recently found out, like a couple years ago, that they call bullies. So, you know, I've been looking, doing my research, and you know, I'm seeing a lot of different topics and arguments coming up about this ain't a bully, that ain't a bully, what is a bully, you know?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. A
from the
lot of people get confused on that. I do see that a lot, and some people don't speak up about it because they think they're gonna hurt people's feelings or You know what I mean? They're like, well, I bought a bully. They told me it's a bully. But if you ask somebody who knows what they're actually looking at, they'll be honest and tell you the truth, bro. If it is a pit bull or a bully, you know what I mean? Or
But see,
something that's
this is
kind
where
of
you
in the
run into
middle. If
a
it's
problem with that, right? Because like my dogs, they could never be considered. They would never be considered conformationally correct for bullies simply because of their temperament, right? Because when it comes to breed standards, you have both temperament and conformation, physical, phenotype, right? Now, on the flip side of that, the dogs don't always, especially the Camelot dogs that run
all right.
larger,
Well,
90 and 100 pounds, they don't fit neatly into the game dog, American Pit Bull Terrier game dog category. And
Remy was a mean mother, man. Remy, and he was a show dog.
Right here, I got Richard Hutchins in the building, man. That's who I got my first dog from. I was just speaking of, man. He had a big blue dog named Kane, and he had a bitch named Tangeray, was a little red one, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? That's what and now I know that that's a bully, right? Because there ain't no blue pits that big. So, but on the street, we used to just call them pits.
but
But
see,
now,
listen,
class is
pause
blue.
on that. I beg to differ on that because I myself read a Bloodlines journal article from 1940 something where Joe Corvino had to defend the fact that he sold somebody a blue pit bull that quit in the box, right? And the dog quit after an hour. And Joe Corvino's defense was, he said, I sold him a roll dog. I never told him that dog was going to be a good box dog. In fact, I told him that the dog would be good for about an hour, but nothing was coming out of that dog after that. So blue pit bulls have been around for a long goddamn time. The legends fucking bred them. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of misinformation that just fucks me up because here it is. The original breeders of these dogs are saying it themselves. I'm not saying a goddamn thing. I can't claim a goddamn thing. For me to come behind them 60 years later and tell them what they were doing and redirect or rename what they call they shit, to me is preposterous. I'm a day one motherfucker, B. What it was from day one is what it is.
Okay, yeah, that's how we feel on the street. If you get one that's a pit, you know what I'm saying? They had some that was bigger than the others, but you know what I mean? Like,
Listen,
always had that good attitude on them, man. We ain't never
Okay.
coming into this bully game. YouTube, I found out about these big docile dogs. I used to think they was gonna be scary, and then you see these things won't bust a grape.
Like Mandela.
different game, man. It's a different game. That's why I refuse. Like right
Mandela's
now,
very
all my
docile.
dogs is dual registered American Pit Bull Terrier, and I'm not changing that for nothing. Right? I'm not changing that at all, B.
Yeah,
Under
see,
no
some of my paperwork, UKC, I try to keep it American Pit Bull, and my ADKC is American Bully. Even though I can still transfer UKC to American Bully, but keeping the original paperwork, I think it makes more sense in the long run. If that
I
makes
mean,
any
for
sense.
me, like until like that whole the dog breeding game is fucked, period. Right? Like, because people just kind of do what they want to do it in so many ways and so often. But especially when it comes to what's going on with the American bully, sometimes I cringe when I see the shit that dudes is offering for sale. I posted a video on my channel, man. 3 dogs dead on a single fucking day, man. Right? There's no way in the world you should let your dog out in the backyard for 15 fucking minutes and that shit dies because of the heat.
Well,
When my nigga rolled up on me and told me about that shit, I felt this fucking pain seriously, yo. That's not something. 3 fucking dogs, yo. Dude, listen, right now, I only fuck with 3 dogs. You understand? Like, if my 3 dogs died, I'd kill 3 motherfuckers. It would be a problem, man.
Yeah.
So if you're not breeding correctly, if you're not doing those things, and that's my problem with the bully game. Dudes' dogs is dying and they don't even understand why the dog is dead. They don't understand that they can't let their dog out and
because there's another thing. There's people they get online and then they're like, my dogs could run in 150-degree weather and do backflips and somersaults and, you know, all day in the heat with no problem. And they're like, well, shit, I think my dog could do that too. Or I bought a puppy off and has it in the bloodline. My dog could do that too. And you come to the Texas weather over here and try that shit for 5 minutes outside. 10 minutes running around with that dog. See if he's not throwing up, breathing all crazy and shit. His eyes booked out his head. They pass out. They're done.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
That's even pit bulls. I have people that breed pit bulls over here. Never fails every summer. There goes a RIP with little wings to the sky. They didn't
if
make
you don't
it
know
this
what
summer.
you're doing, yeah, you could definitely work a dog into heat exhaustion quick. Like that's not hard to do at
If
all.
you got, they don't even think about it. There could be a female in here nearby, next door in your house. That's in heat. Maybe you don't see the heat. He knows it's there, and that sun is there too. And it's a combination that can cause that overexertion. Then you're in trouble.
I think somebody just posted some shit like that too, man. They said they fucking dog died while went into fucking heat exhaustion while he was mating it.
Yeah, what do you think is gonna happen?
But he got the pups off. He got the pups off the motherfucker, but he lost the stud. Like that's crazy shit to me, man. Like I can't even imagine why in hell. You know what I mean? Like to me, those are not good pups. You understand what I'm saying? Like
well,
if that was the condition of the sire,
I really wouldn't blame.
I'm not me personally. My breeding standards. I'm not gonna breed a dog that dies.
I wouldn't say it's a bad dog. We don't know how much heat or how much stuff that dog was under, how much stress that dog was under before it actually croaked over. You know what I mean?
Bro.
I mean, it's got a heart. It's got a heart. It breathes. You know.
Listen, man.
Hey,
that dog is that tender.
Look, man, I'm loving the cook up right now, man. The queen telling me food is done, man. I'm gonna have to wrap it up, man. I want y'all to introduce yourself, let them know where they can find y'all. We're gonna have to get back on here, man, and I appreciate it so much. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and let everybody know where they can find y'all, man.
For sure.
Imperial Flame Kennels on YouTube.
Okay, do you got an IG, man?
Yeah, it's Imperial_Flame_Kennels.
Okay, I'm gonna get in touch with you, man. We're gonna link up. We're gonna do this again. Floyd, go ahead and let them know where they can find you, man.
Yeah, it's Floyd May. You can find me on Facebook, Edge One Kennels. That's Edge EDGE with the number 1, Kennels with the S on Facebook.
Copy.
That's where I be mostly on Facebook. That's where you can find me more than YouTube or anywhere else. So. Right. Also, y'all go join the Bully Edge group. It's a new group, up and coming. It's a positive group, dogs, knowledge, and all that stuff. So y'all go join the Bully Edge also, bro.
That's what's up, bro.
Okay, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all brothers for jumping on here. Definitely love to have y'all back on here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna link up with both of y'all. I'm gonna contact you, Imperial, on Instagram. We can trade numbers. Floyd, hey, hit me back on the text, man. I drove my phone black screen, so I got me a new phone, so I ain't got no contact information in here, man. Shoot me a text so I can have your number. We can lock this in again, man.
I got you.
I appreciate everybody coming through the building, man. Shout out 7A Sports TV, man. I appreciate you coming through. My next door neighbors since I was a youngin', I appreciate both of y'all coming through. Let them hate bullies. Especially shout out to Imperial and Floyd for jumping up on this panel, man. Hey, man, I appreciate it and hope we can do this again, fellas.
Yeah,
absolutely,
for sure, bro.
Enjoy, bro.
Y'all too, man. Y'all take care, man. Take care of the dogs, everybody.
Peace and blessings.
All right.
Hell yeah. Peace, y'all.